Mondays and Fridays were a little different because those were the nights you had open meetings, were they not?
That's correct. They were substantially different.
Okay. Were they different all day or only at the point when we got to open meeting at night?
No, they were different all day.
All right. And open meeting was significant for a variety of reasons, but one of the reasons were it was the opportunity that patients had to see and perhaps talk to their parents.
That's correct.
Would it be fair to say that the first stage, the first goal of patients who arrived at kids was to earn talk and responsibility?
No, I would say the first goal was to earn talk.
Okay. And earning talk meant if a patient earned talk, that meant that they could speak with their parents at the conclusion of open meeting.
That's correct.
Is that right?
Yeah, parents and siblings.
Okay. And the talk that they earned, if they earned talk, would go on for how long?
8 to 10 minutes, sometimes 12, 14.
Okay.
It was not controlled real closely. We used the term euphemism 5 minutes, but it was really 8 to 15.
And that talk took place in the blue chairs, did it not?
Well, it depends. You've been referring into the blue chairs with people sitting in an organized group section. The talk took place with parents and siblings pulling chairs around in little groupings
Sure.
all over the room.
They would take the same blue chairs and they'd move them over to the side of the room and they would
That's
talk in the
correct.
blue chairs.
Yeah.
Except when they had this talk, once they earned it, they weren't the only ones present, were they?
No, they were not the only ones present.
Okay, there was somebody else there to monitor what they were talking about.
I don't think monitor is the correct term. I think the correct term is to facilitate them accomplishing something in their talk with their family.
Well, the person that was there was an old comer or a staff member?
Old comer.
Okay, and the person that was listening to the conversation, weren't they? That was their job.
That was not their major job, no.
What was their major job?
Their major job was to assist this young person that came in the program with a highly conflictual, non-communicative relationship with their family to really start to begin to communicate effectively with their family. That was their job.
And this would be an old comer in the program?
Yes.
Well, if the family and the patient all said, no, we think we just like to talk without you present, would that be acceptable?
No, because the program had a prescribed process.
And the prescribed process required
The old comer present, that's correct.
It required an old comer to facilitate the conversation.
That's correct.
Okay. Now, in order to earn, if a newcomer had not yet earned talk, they wouldn't get this 5, 8, 10, or 14 minutes of conversation. Let me finish my question. I'll try to let you finish your answer. If a person didn't earn talk, they wouldn't get this 5, 8, 10, or 14 minutes of conversation with their parents, would they?
That's correct.
So that person, a newcomer or a first phaser who hadn't earned talk, was in the situation where they would have where the rules would have prohibited them from talking to their parents.
The rules would have prohibited it, that's correct.
Okay. In order to earn talk, it was necessary, was it not, for a first phaser to participate in these group therapy sessions you've just been describing to us?
That's correct.
And in particular, what they would have to do is motivate enough to get called on. Is that right?
That's correct.
And then get up and talk about something they had done or their life in a way that indicated they were progressing towards earning talk.
Okay.
Is that fair?
That's fair.
Okay.
It's kind of minimal, but it's fair.
Okay. And what they had to talk about in order to earn talk, we'll strike that. Would it be fair to describe what they had to talk about was confess to a variety of things that they had done that resulted in them appropriately being kids' patients?
I object to the term confess. I find that has a religious connotation. It has a criminal justice connotation, which is inappropriate for the kind of talk that goes on in a therapy group. The point of self-disclosure, if I can, in a therapy group, is to begin to surface in a reality base the information of things going on in your life and to begin to make sense out of it for yourself so that you can make changes in your life. And that's the basis of the self-disclosure.